Howdy gamers. This episode was recorded live on twitch.tv at Taigiru. I will be continuing this Let's Play starting January 10th at 12 PM EST. With that being said, please enjoy the video. How's it going everyone? Taigiru here, and welcome to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So it's been a while since I played this game, since they released it on the PS3, and I absolutely adore Jak and Daxter. What is going on with the trademark symbol over there? Why is there purple on it? Y'all see that, right? There's like purple on the trademark. I don't understand. Anyways, regardless, it's been a while. This game is awesome. I love this game. This is my very first PS2 game alongside the Spider-Man PS2, the movie, the video game, whatever it was called. I mean, I've been hooked on this game ever since. I love the Jak and Daxter series. I wish that Naughty Dog would bring it back, but unfortunately that's not seeming very, very likely. But it is what it is, and this is live whenever I started recording this. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this great game.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco,
I remember this intro. I loved it as a kid.
What was their purpose? And why did they vanish?
It was always so mystical. I never understood why.
They do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall.
And I never understood what he was talking about either, which was the glorious part about the whole thing.
In my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy.
I just never understood what the heck. I never understood what Samuel Sage was talking about. Like the rocks were talking to the trees.
And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
And I love how weird looking Daxter there looks.
So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Yep.
Hey, Jack.
God, Jak is ripped though for being a 15-year-old boy. Like, he's ripped. Look at his freaking, like, I still stand by that he's more or less just Super Saiyan Goku. That's all he is. He's Super Saiyan Goku with freaking, elf ears. Changing my mind.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village.
Yep.
We will attack it in due time.
And then there's the lurkers. Always so intimidating.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
Your buck teeth gives me the creeps, Daxter. Let's be real.
Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly.
Daxter's such a dork.
On about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
Yep. Always thought this was so cool as a kid. Just Jak. Just charging in.
Man, that stung.
I
Told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened.
mean, personally, it's a better look. I mean, honestly.
Okay. I'm fine.
He just looks down. I always loved his little freak out there. I don't know. I laughed so hard as a child.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
Yep.
I was.
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom.
Although this game's like graphics has really not aged well.
Told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And Daxter.
Jack's
who
face.
finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep you
But that
outside
was the
because
thing
of
with
my
early
professional
PS2
opinion.
games.
The
They
change is
did
an
not look the
improvement.
best.
And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning
Yep.
you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the
I never
north.
understood what he
Far,
said
far
right
to the
there
north.
either.
Nobody has
It was super
spoken
hard to
him in
understand
ages.
as a kid.
I would teleport you there.
Play said
but
Call
I can't do
Acheron.
that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north
Yep.
is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil.
This
is
cutscene
enough
takes a
to
long
melt
time,
precursor
doesn't it,
metal.
though?
You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is
Oh,
20
howdy.
power cells to give
Welcome
it
to the
enough
live stream.
energy to withstand
And
the
yes,
heat.
it is
Isn't
such
that
a great
right, Dad?
series. I love Jak and
Yes,
Daxter. I wish they would
that
bring
might
it back.
work. But where are a boy and a
half
going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two.
I had the biggest
stashed
crush
away
on Kira,
somewhere.
too, as a
and
kid.
even if they aren't willing to just give them
I absolutely
away,
loved
greasing
her.
their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even
But yes,
more
I
of
love
them out
Jak
in the
and Daxter. I wish they'd
wilds
bring
just
it back.
waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate
Jak.
and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
I don't know. I just so charming. I love these cutscenes. Male freaking Daxter there. There we go. Now we're into the actual game. But yeah, let's go. Let's get this.
These
Oh, no.
shaped things are
Oh no, I forgot about the tutorial how they do this.
And some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Almost everything stops you in your tracks. God, how do speedrunners do it? That would be kind of annoying after a while, but oh wait, haboosh. Oh no, there we go.
Is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find.
Yeah,
You need to collect 20 of these so
I
can
agree with
power
you
the
there.
shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
I do like the little texture though on the precursor orbs, how they look. I mean, I know it's all the same texture, but it always just made it seem like it was reflecting stuff. At least to me. But yeah, playing the HD collection on the PS3 controller did feel kind of irritating, honestly. Yeah, didn't the PS3 controller also use the inverted controls? You couldn't really change it? I'm pretty sure. Doom, doom. Oh yeah. Huh. Wow. When the do not remove the memory card on the PS2. Wow. So weird. It's almost as if I don't have a PS2 memory card inserted or something. Weird. That is a cool thing about. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto
Yep.
it, hands first.
Thank you for that, Samus. I understand.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to
What?
the area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Alright, there we go. But yeah, it did. Wait, yeah, it was kind of sticky, wasn't it, though? The PS3 controls were. There you go. I'm used to just hitting stuff. Doom. I love the little animations, too. God, I love this game, man.
I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
I mean, personally, I like Jak 2 a little bit better than Jak 1. Well, I don't know. If I had to say my favorite Jak game, it would probably have to be Jak 3. I know, you know, it adds a lot of unnecessary fluff, but I like Jak 3 a lot. But my opinion could change. So we're gonna try to 100% this game though, because I love to. Can't wait to get into some Jak myself. Should myself to play some of these games. Trying to play all PS2, all 4,000. Yeah, if I can.
And even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Wait, hold the phone. Hold up. Let me read your comment real quick. Hold up. Can't wait to get into some Jak myself. I'm trying to restrict myself to play some of these games. Trying to play all PS2, all 4,000 if I can. Wait, you're wanting to play all PS2 games? What? 4,000 games though. That's a lot. Was there 4,000? Wait, there's 4,000 different PS2 games? I didn't know that. I mean, good luck with that. I mean, the PS2 was a very great system, though. So, I can understand. There's a lot of good PS2 games, honestly.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
There you go.
This is a precursor door.
Yeah.
It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Through your body. Also, I'm multi-streaming, so if anybody is in the chat and sees like and does not see another comment, I respond to a different kind of comment. Just don't be too confused because I'm multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Just makes it more convenient for people. But anyways, yeah, no, I love Jak 2 as well, though. It was a bold change compared to Jak and Daxter. Honestly, I think Jak 2 is so good. Okay, and also, I can't be the only one that used to do this. But as a kid, I used to just stand. I used to just stand in the freaking blue eco vents. Or any of the vents. And I used to pretend like I was going Super Saiyan as Jak. Like, seriously, I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one that did that as a kid. I literally just stood there and pretended like I was, you know, going Super Saiyan. And I would actually do the, ah. And then whenever Jak went Super Saiyan, I'd be like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I used to just basically roleplay. But like, time to be a Super Saiyan. I got the power. Blah, blah, blah. Not that specifically, but... Let's see here. Yeah, Jak holds a great place in my heart. When did you get into Jak? I got into Jak when I was 8, I think. 6, I got into the older system. Other platforms. Well, I will answer that question by having to look up when Jak and Daxter came out. Okay, so December 4th, 2001 is when it came out. Yeah, I was about 8 years old whenever I first played Jak and Daxter. So, and yeah, having fun with imagination role-playing is always fun. Yes, exactly. That's what I used to do, too. Like, I used to just, like, role-playing, like, use my imagination as a kid when I played my video games. Honestly, I treated my games like toys. I know a lot of other people, like, you know, just played games, but, like, when I was a kid, I used to just use, like, the characters as my action figures whenever I played games. After I already had beat the game. Or sometimes, you know, when I was already in the middle of playing the game. But yeah, I used to just use like the characters and all that as like action figures and stuff.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yes. I was going to say one thing though. When I was a kid, I don't know if they specifically ever tell you in Jak 1 that you can use, like, you know, the circle button to stay higher up in the air for longer to help you with, like, longer gaps or whatever. Training aisle. But I felt so proud of myself as a kid. I'm pretty sure they did not. They never tell you that in the game. But I felt so proud of myself as a kid to realize, oh, I can just use the circle to jump even further. So, on the PS5, Jak on multiple platforms, and I can never tell whether console or emulator. Yeah, this is the PS5. Yeah, this is the PS5 version. Okay, I guess I'm dyslexic because I don't know why I just read that as like a green sup's hut. I was like, sup, green. Yeah, this is the PS5 version. Okay, we got everything on the Misty Island, not Misty Island, but the training aisle.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with
Our adventures.
Fine, fine.
Adventure away.
And while you're out
Venturing.
why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again.
I love Samus, so.
Out to the far side of
I used to hate him as a kid, though, because I always, you know, hated how condescending he sounded.
They'll take you
Yeah, no, the PS5 version, I mean,
now, all of you.
get out of here! But, I think, honestly, the PS5 emulation is doing pretty well, surprisingly. Although, I don't know if it did it on the original PS2. But it seems like, the textures are a little off. Like, they don't load in until you walk, you know, further up. But yet again, though, this game is, and they did promise, whenever they first made this game, Naughty Dog, that you can go from here all the way to the end of the game without once seeing a loading screen. That is honestly a lot to handle for the PlayStation 2, which obviously they have, you know, ways to get around that. They have, you know, loading screens technically, but they don't have, you know, loading screens. So, but they have their own way of getting around that to load in like textures and stuff.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't
Date
date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which
I love
eco
Kira,
flows
though. She's
freely,
such a great character.
And some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
It is funny. Almost all the characters sound like they're out of breath after they start talking. What was that camera angle? Look at Daxter's like face. But it is funny. It does sound like they're always out of breath. Sandover, yeah. I thought it was Sandover Village, but it's Sandover Village, obviously. But I was like, as a kid, I was like, Sandover? Yeah, San and then Dover. I don't know. I was a weird child. Also, oh god, I forgot. It's inverted controls as well with the aiming. Okay, I'll have to remember that, especially when we get to the most annoying part of this whole game. But this game is just phenomenal, though. Like, the exploration, I always felt like I was exploring.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
And then all the animations, though, on this, like, on the characters, is just so great.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Ah, yeah, the fisherman. The guy that I absolutely adore in this game. But the PS5 emulation for this game, it does seem a little off, though, from what I can kind of tell. But there's some texture glitches, but for the most part, it's not that bad.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The
Also,
priest I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle.
I like how he just talks down to you.
Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is
God, his eyes are weird.
90 precursor orbs.
Like, look at his eyes. I never noticed that either. His eye, one eye is like, taller than the other on. What? Surprisingly, Kira's voice actress is in the first game, actually, the last time we ever get to hear from the OG voice actor. Till Jak 2, she was replaced by Tara Strong throughout the rest of the games. Wait, really? Wait. Tara Strong voices Kira in later games? You're kidding me. Tara Strong was the voice actress for Kira in later games. There's no way.
I need to set off on my
What? That's good to know, though. Thank you for that information. I did not know that.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment.
Yeah.
Set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old Precursor.
The guy that confuses the whole Jak and Daxter
I would have
timeline.
pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of...
The miserable ugly one. I like how Daxter, growls like a dog in this game. He never does later.
90 precursor orbs, so he can get underway. I would offer you a power cell in return.
How dare you do that to your... How dare you try to get your nephew, / maybe not nephew, to get you precursor orbs. So weird. Especially knowing the lore for later Jak games. But now this game, though... I just can't believe that I never knew that Tara Strong voiced friggin' Kira later. I love Kira, though. She's so great. Then one of my favorite NPCs in this whole game.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you
You're
were
my muse.
You're what?
What?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel
Yeah,
about
little
your
furry
size,
dude!
full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a
psychic.
psychic.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything.
I love this guy, though.
Right now, I couldn't chisel.
That's
my
probably
way out
also
of the
because I'm
box.
an artist myself, so I
Away
just...
that misty
I
island.
feel his passion, man.
I just hope she's all right.
Same, I've always appreciated this character. I've always loved him.
Wait a minute. We are
Not going
going
back.
to
Misty Island!
Are we?
Yes, Daxter, yes we are. I think this might be peak Daxter, I think. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Daxter in Jak 2 and 3, but Daxter is just peak in Jak 1, personally. But that's probably also because, later games, Jak takes a lot of the, I think Jak later on just takes a lot of the,
Where is my muse?
Oh, I forgot that they'll talk and stuff. I forget that, Jak later on just takes the role of, being the mainly, the funny one and whatnot. But I always felt like this game, as a kid, I always felt like this game is so alive. Probably, honestly, I sometimes feel like Jak 1 is probably more alive than most games today. Mainly because, you know, you have, like, you know, tiny little things of wildlife here and there. You know, you have birds, like, you know, you got, like, butterflies, you know, moths right there through the, you know, street lamps. And then sometimes you'll hear, like, you know, characters, like, talking. I don't know, just the little things. But with her around, I've seen beauty in everything, you know? I used to quote that back in school, and other kids be looking at me weird, lol. I mean, that's a good, I mean, it's a good quote. I mean, honestly. So maybe they were the weird ones.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfrey. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach.
Flut-flut.
Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely.
See, that's how you make a, that's how you make a good, like, you know, nice old lady. So that's how you make a nice old lady. Somebody that's concerned with, you know, the birds. But Jak out that competition between Spyro, Ratchet, and Sly. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I've said it multiple times. Well, I mean, you're a newer viewer, but I've told people before. I think maybe Ratchet and Clank might be my absolute favorite, like series, like on the PS2 era, or just like mascot era. Ratchet and Clank is definitely like my favorite, like PS2 game, or at least part of my favorite. Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite PlayStation 2 like series. But Ratchet and Clank being my favorite platforming series. And then you got...
Weird-looking thing. I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Zappy blue eco stuff. Well, I don't really know where I'd place, like, Jak and Daxter. Sometimes I would like to say, like, I would like to place it higher than Sly, but then I'm also like, I have to put Sly at the top sometimes, so it just kind of depends. Also, I love this guy. And don't take milk cows.
It's you.
Well, it's you.
Resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man trying to get him back into the corral?
Back into the corral? Oh my god, hold up, it makes sense now. I do the old, you know, whenever I do my old man voice, every so often, like, you know, just a joke like, you know, I'm an old man, you know, hey, young whippersnapper. I now remember where I got that from. It was from this old man. I now know where I get my old man voice from. I forgot that I used to imitate him for like old voices. I used to imitate this guy specifically. Ratchet is such a great series and classic. Not going to lie, I grew up with more of Sly, but I'm Team Sly. That's fair though. There's nothing wrong with that because I love Sly too though. Like Sly's great. I think Sly might be my favorite protagonist of the PS2 games, of the platforming variety. Yeah, out of Jak, Daxter, and Ratchet, not Daxter, but I have Jak, Sly, and Ratchet. I would definitely have to say Sly might be my favorite because I absolutely love Sly's characterization. I'm actually doing a Let's Play, or, well, live stream Let's Play. Really? I'm actually doing a, live stream Let's Play of, not Jak, but Sly 2 right now. I just haven't, I felt like playing this game today, because my buddy was, talking to me on the phone earlier. He kind of mentioned Jak and Daxter. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Jak and Daxter instead of Sly 2 right now.
That
There you go.
farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk to him.
Oh, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen.
Yes,
Now
got
I
those
can
flea
sleep in
bags.
peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I like how quickly he just talks about, here, taking a power cell for your travel. Then Daxter with his, like, sick dance moves. Hi there. I'm an old man. I used to always thought it was funny, though, that you can just slam into a freaking wall. Okay. Take this blasted power cell. I've been sitting on it for too many years. Nobody can hurt my yak house until you showed up, Jak. Exactly. He's been on the power cell for too long that he couldn't even sit there and do it himself. You know, this kind of makes me think, though, how long have those, how long have the yak house been out of their pen? That's what I want to know. That's the real mystery of this game. I wonder, I'm pretty sure you can, instead of just doing the long jump, I'm pretty sure you can just, do this. Nope. Okay. Actually, that'd be kind of interesting, challenge video for, Jak and Daxter. Can you beat Jak and Daxter without, long jumping? No! The old man is secretly an oracle. I mean, he could be, honestly. I wouldn't doubt it, to be fair. The oracle. There we go. I was wondering where the last freaking scoutfly was.
All right, you found all
The scoutflies in this area.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited.
Hey, my controller's dying.
For your hero to return.
That's fine because
Present to me 120 precursor orbs
now
for each power cell I contain.
Now the oracles used to scare me as a kid.
Sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Probably not. But yeah, they used to scare me as a kid, though. Well, not necessarily scare me, but they kind of creeped me out. But I still didn't care.
120 precursor orbs.
I guess it was probably the nose.
A power cell.
It's like if you look at him. Okay, so if you look at the oracle from up like this, they just kind of look funny. It does look like those are his eyes. But if you look at him like this, from front on like this, it kind of looks creepy as hell. I've always loved the oracles and trained my voice to sound like him. Now I can do so many voices thanks to the oracles in this game. I don't know if I could do the oracle voice. Bring me, shit. Bring me 120 power cells. There you go, that's the best I can do. It hurts my throat too much. Although it makes it sound more like Batman. Which one is it from the Dark Knight series? Batman. Where's the yak house? Give me the yak house. Give me the power cells. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I tried, so that's all that matters. Imagine Bane as the Oracle. Oh God. I was born as an Oracle. Bathed in the light. I was born in it.
We've scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Well, at least we can do that, though.